Oh, I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep? Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow? What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here? I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
We need to get that door open.
Could you point the light in this direction?
Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription. Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to path of no return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
There, another light.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Now there are 5 lights. What does it mean?
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Yes!
Let me find the light switch first.
Let's take a look around. This is exciting.
no idea what
Did
purpose
you
they
see
might
that
serve.
pretty large particle accelerator? Wow.
We didn't even have anything remotely this size at my university. All this modern hardware must have cost a fortune. What an enormous compound. I'd rather not come too close to this killing machine. An opening mechanism. Of course, the door is blocked.
Error. Memory overflow.
Hello? Anybody there?
Of course. Another locked door.
Error. Memory overflow.
It seems to be defective.
Error.
That would probably
Memory
destroy.
overflow.
That would probably destroy.
Error. Memory overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
I brought back order to the universe.
Error. Memory overflow.
Could you please turn off that noise?
Error. Memory overflow.
All sorts of strange...
Error. Memory overflow.
It seems to be defective.
Error. Memory overflow.
I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, much whether this is to be honest.
Error. Memory overflow.
"64 kilobytes of main memory on isolinear
Memory
chips?
overflow.
Good lord.
Could you please turn
Wretched.
Error. Memory overflow.
We didn't even have it.
Error. Memory overflow.
Of course.
Error.
It's you much with to be on.
Error. Memory overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
Could you please turn off that noise?
Any idea?
I wonder who...
Okay.
Error. Memory overflow.
Seems you have a RAM.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
Hi. You can...
I do not recognize.
Why does it matter?
I am only allowed to grant access.
I am Hans, and I
I do not recognize. I am only...
This isn't good.
Such a clutter in... Of course. It seems to be What an enormous compound. All this mod... I brought back order to... Such a Any idea?
I wonder who...
I was abducted.
You must have...
No.
I thought...
There's at least...
Tests?
Yes.
10 houses...
How do I know? I found your camp out.
But...
Okay. I brought back order to the... Of course. An opening mecha...
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
My name is Tanner.
I do not recognize.
Why does it...
I am only...
I can't see.
My name is Barbarossa 2000. I am the guardian of the station.
Can't you just open this...
Not possible.
This isn't going anywhere.
What kind of station is this?
This station was built by the Millennium Corporate. I may only give this information.
How do I become on?
Not possible. I cannot authorize.
Who constructed you?
I was developed and built by Dr. von... I am property of the Millennium.
It's me.
Negative. Your voice patterns don't...
I'm telling you, these things...
How long have you been here?
16 years, 304 days.
Aren't you feeling lonely?
I am patient. My develop...
To be honest,
Dr. Remler promised me... Dr. Remler is my friend. Why would...
maybe he didn't want...
Your point is illogical. If what you said was true, how could I...
That is the point.
Overheating in segment B20.
Smoking.
That hit the spot.
Any chance you might...
I am very... You may wait here. I would most certainly enjoy your company, yet I may only allow...
But you do...
Yes, you are.
Imagine the possibility of Dr. and I'd be your only friend.
Are you my friend?
I'd love to be.
You make me happy.
You two are adorable.
Now that you know me, would you please...
But if I let you pop, I will be alone again. Will you come back?
Scout's honor.
Access granted.
It's the Saturn portal. You have no idea, do you?
What do you mean?
Quantum physicist, ridiculous.
Is that a gun?
Get off of that boy.
I can see no reason for violence here.
Hey. Is that really necessary?
You too, Bambi. Move over there.
Are you serious? After everything we've been through?
You're not gonna stand in my way. You've had your chance, Tannhauser, but you had to follow me around like a puppy dog. Now that's what you get.
But it was you that had the idea to come here.
Shut your pie hole.
Please, you don't understand. I need help.
What kind of a dork are you? A bunch of hapless maggots, that's what you are. Standing in front of the Saturn portal without any clue. you're staying here, chums. You may as well bid farewell to this stupid clunker while you're at it. It's been getting on my nerves from the beginning.
No!
Bye-bye.
Some people are scoundrels, others are not. Yes, that's how it is.
I still can't believe Gretchen would play such a wicked game on me.
Now, this is not what I wanted either.
Who are you? And what are you doing here anyway? Hey, that was you, last night in my room.
Calm down, please. You must have a lot of questions.
You bet I do.
But first, we should try to get out of this predicament.
I assume you have a plan on how to open the door. You seem to know what you're doing. She called it a Saturn portal.
It's a metaphor. Actually, it's just an ordinary quantum portal. You can travel to different realities, distant stars, and galaxies. That is where I come from.
Who are you anyway?
My name is Lazarus Taft, and I hope you'll excuse my late introduction. I'm a traveler, if you will.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Taft. Tannhauser. Let's talk about stealing my notes.
Yes, that was me. Believe me, I wouldn't have needed to if everything had gone according to my plan. I wanted to ask for your help, but then she surprised me. I know taking your journal wasn't right, and I'm sorry about it. I would have returned it, I promise.
What was it you wanted from my...
I needed you to tune into the right quantum frequency. See, I'm just an ordinary traveler. I know next to nothing about quantum mechanics. At least not enough to control this portal.
You're talking crazy talk.
This is not the best time to go into too much detail.
Okay, but...
I needed your help. You were the last piece of the puzzle. When I saw your article in Science Today, I was 100% sure you were the right guy for me, to help me get home.
Good lord. So all of this is real?
This station was built by... I believe something went wrong when I came out of... They took me with them and abandoned the stations, but they certainly didn't construct them.
Who did then?
Who knows? Probably a geological vortex, a high-intensity meridian, a cosmic G-spot. It is ancient. There's a large network, like...
And where are you from? From...
See, and I know that's kind of a lot of information, but I've been stranded here for some time now. Please don't get me wrong, I really like it here, but if I don't, I will die. Simple. As you probably suspected, you winning that lottery was part of what to get you here.
Come again?
The problem is that you can't control the portal unless you have the right people. At home we have a device called a quantum discriminator. You can buy it at any convenience store, but I certainly don't know how to build one myself. This is why I needed your formula. Your calculation. There are dangers, though. You can disintegrate the whole planet if you aren't careful. Which is what she's doing right now. Enough talk. Let's move.
This is getting boring.
We are all puppets on a string, Mr. Tannhauser. You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
Did we seriously just step out of a phone?
Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Okay,
listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me and help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going. Your world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look. We need to stop.
But how?
We need to come up with...
I don't want to be here.
Yet here you are. Sorry.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me. Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work. We need to improvise here and there. I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy. A very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good, just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need to stop her. Promise?
I'm beginning my search right now. A couple of self-sealing stem bolts. Hi, Lainey. What's cracking?
They are showing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there, can't you see?
But there is ice cream.
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
I wanted to return your...
Good! Did you get a bite?
Kind of.
There is a lot going on in this. Just the other day, I caught a red herring this big. So, let me take a look for your pawned item. Ah, there you are. Here's your whistle.
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your whistle. Your whistle.
I'm sure I'd recognize this whistle. If it were my whistle. I left you something completely different.
Right. Mm-hmm. What was it then?
My... massage rod.
Your what? I don't have no massage rod in here. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Thanks.
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
So, are there...
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
I'll be leaving. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery.
Patience, just a moment.
Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to...
The pleasure is all... How is Claus doing?
His rest, my loyal Claus.
Have you ever heard the name?
Taft? Yes. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Truberbrook, but I was suspicious of this. If you ask me, you...
Oh. I need to...
Until next...
I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds. There you are, sir.
Step right up. Wanna put your bronze?
Bronze?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind. Step right up, mister!
Why not?
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Arr.
Barry, what's a sailorman doing?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereo...
So?
So you have a few...
Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy. Back home, I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, I nearly drowned back then. That was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a...
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailorman.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
What happened to your...
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got, and due to a timely I now may enjoy a quite decent far...
That's a nice story. I think I'm...
Take...
Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little.
Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark.
Over here, little birdies. Whoops. I must have overfed them.
That's a ticket for the rat. This must be my lucky.
I don't even know where to go.
Step right up. Every ticket's a winner. No blanks, guaranteed. Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Truberbrook.
See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that. You're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? A can of cat food. Generously provided by the Truberbrook Advertisers Association.
Oh my.
Well, every ticket's a...
How much for...
One ticket, 50, but I'm afraid all tickets have been...
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be...
I just need a moment.
She's back in her She's back in her Locked. How are you holding up?
Don't worry.
You don't look so good.
No.
About the
Yes?
I totally lost track.
Take a look at these plans, Will. We need a power source. If this was my dimension, I'm afraid that's not.
Whew. That's a lot of juice we're needing.
We do need a particle. Has to be small enough to fit in.
A brown tube, maybe? From a TV?
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. Get a keyboard, buttons, any kind of interface.
I understand.
And a really
What do you have in mind?
Water won't do. Think of something.
Okay, I'll be... They're having a blast. A cosmic slip. There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the kid will be traumatized. I don't think I can do. There's something. A dim oil painting. Some of the varnish is. The mere I think I have it. Lead and tro. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely deck. I think I have enough. Beverly, it is what I sometimes, if I could just, I wonder. The streetlight is flickering unsteadily. Typical case of light pollution. Locked. I wonder what
Arr.
I saw you. Did you win?
Arr. Justice. Man, you...
Cat food. About the rat. Did you win?
Arr. Man, you...
Cat food. I think I...
Patience.
Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery.
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air.
Spruces, firs...
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhäuser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa. The platform, leaning on this rusty rail, I can let my... I've already... The platform, I can... I'm not going to use it. Beverly, as it turns, it leads right... If I return to the portal and...
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones.
What do you mean?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
Smoke?
No thanks.
The climate makes me feel a lot better. So what are you doing up here? Fed up with all the hurt?
I just like traveling.
I saw you down there.
Yes.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. I've sworn off the devils. You?
I've won a... About the rap, did you win?
I've sworn off. You?
I've won a... What about the look?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every... Why?
You know a man...
Yes, I do. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking. Anyway.
So you're taking...
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over the railing. If you ask me, we are really all in the same vast backyard. All this madness. Looking for some kind of meaning.
Sounds a bit like...
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight.
I've got to go.
Okay.
I have to insert a... You can see all from this distance.
Hey, get lost, you wet.
There's a brown tube inside.
I can't open...
Truda?
So, Professor...
You could definitely... You may call...
how...
The burglar...
But the inspector...
Then just call him...
As you wish.
Would you mind...
Come again. Your what?
Never mind. I would...
Oh, yes, of course.
Does the name...
Haft. Oh, yes, indeed. Doppelkopf player. If you ask me, he's a sham. Shady town. You better not get involved.
Oh, I think... Ah. I would like to...
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah. I'll be leaving then. It's the orgone collector. A small collection of hydrinos.
An empty jar.
There's a brown tube inside.
I can't open...
It's a shooting gallery. The mere thought...
Every ticket's a winner.
So,
Our first prize,
how much?
1 ticket, but I'm afraid I'll...
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be...
No luck in the rough.
I guess you could...
Sorry.
So what are you doing? Fed up with...
I just like...
About the... Did you win?
Just as not. I've sworn off, but you?
I've won a can of... You know a man...
Yes, I did. He absolutely... No one. Legend. He rarely... Hardly... Anyway.
I've got to go.
Okay.
I noticed a marking on one of the rocks. A hexagon. It's the logo of the Millennium Co-op... Locked. Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. I saw you. Did you win any?
I won a pair of high... Take a look at you. Oh, what about you?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that... I am asking on behalf... He loves cat... would you mind me...
What do you have in mind?
You leave this delicious can of cat, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots.
Sounds like a...
It will be...
About the raft, did you win?
Just as I've sworn on you?
I'm in possession of a pair. Didn't you say you lost?
Yes, indeed. Would you trade with me by chance? Your hiking boots in exchange for my snuff.
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
Sounds...
Oh no, inside.
I've got it.
Okay. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally, I can hear the call of the wild.
Farewell. How are you holding it?
Don't worry.
So you
I was fleeing.
Flee?
There were bad things, and as soon as they sure loved that hit.
I think
I escaped, went undercover, and which is where you come.
This is so incredible. It's going to take years. I always thought... I don't even know where to begin.
Don't worry. You know...
How did you...
Through the door.
What were you fleeing from?
Someone blew up our plan. I would rather not.
How did you...
I made a small fortune playing a card game they fancied.
With nines or...
Look at with... That's not really what it's all about.
All trumps.
I had never given the concept of money, but I certainly do. With that money I went into slowly disintegrating, trying to find a way back home.
Really? That's it? End of story? All that jazz?
Sort of.
How are you holding up?
Don't worry.
Can I ask?
Yes?
Are there more?
Here? No. Scattered, but there are the cat, if you ask me.
What were you fleeing from?
Someone blew up. I would...
With nines or...
Look at... Without. That's not really what it's all about.
Cool. What's that gooey stuff?
Oh,
what do you mean?
It is the effect.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Truda?
Hello, Prof.
Would you mind?
Come again.
Yo, what?
Never mind.
I would like to ask you something.
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah. I'll be leaving.
Make yourself at...
Every ticket.
I'll...
I just need a moment.
Baron?
Mr. Tannhaut.
The pleasure is all... Are you enjoying...
Yes. All these... This is... I'm telling...
About the rap, did you win?
Arr, man,
I won this.
Is that snuff tobacco? Would you like...
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to have the vote? You know, the one for the boat trip. That's what I got at the rep...
That's from the local boat...
Yes!
Okay, let's make it so. I'll be... It doesn't look all too... There's a leak in the paddle wheel, see? A swimming animal in the shape of the fly. I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for this?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fat. My bet is on... Maybe.
About the... It doesn't seem...
Why? What's wrong?
I think it has... The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either.
Oh my. You see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the... Do you think you could help me fix... I can't really leave my...
I'll have a... This should fix the leak. It doesn't look all too steep. I already fixed it, but it has no power.
Sorry, you were really looking for...
To be honest...
I'm gonna write you a voucher for a whole weekend during the next...
But I don't even know if I'll ever... I'll be leaving. I think it... Locked. There's a brown tube inside. I can't open it. Truda?
Hello, Prof.
I would like to...
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah. I would like to...
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah. I'll be leaving.
Make yourself at...
Don't worry.
Can I?
Yes?
Catch Carlchen?
Look at some say this. That's not really what it's all.
Cool. This leads to the rooms. The mirror. It's a shooting gap. Baron?
Mr. Tan.
The pleasure. I need...
Until next... Step, mister!
Is there a
Scott, the winner of the night gets it.
Oh, okay.
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
Beverly. I found it. The question...
Keep out. Packets and groceries. Whistle 2 times. No advertisements.
The perfect spot for...
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
I'm selling the... Are you referring...
Very. You're one of them. I know. Confess.
One of them? Okay, I don't care...
A what? Ha! Now you've...
No, sir.
You government guys are getting...
Wait.
I already told you guys last. Name and rank, soldier. Spit it out!
Name's Tana. I'm a quantum...
Liar! That's ridiculous! You better tell me... Say...
Nice hat.
Okay, I get... The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. So, what a...
Well, it all began a few weeks ago, when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative. I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
No way. Brass is my kryptonite.
The landscape vaguely reminds me of home. Odd.
A shopping list. Rations. I'd rather not sniff around. Self-defense. What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend. Sleepy fella.
This should suffice for...
It's much too cold to go for a swim.
Ahoy. The woods surrounding Truberbrook emanate a dreary sense of blandness. I've rarely ever been engulfed in a more terrifying, dreadful environment. Not to mention there is a green glow spreading through the fenwoods. Interesting.